What's up, everybody? Travis here, still quarantined and solo for a little while. So if you're feeling a little pent up, don't worry. I know how you feel. Wanted to give you guys a little update here. Hopefully you guys are following along and you're enjoying this. I'm starting to get a little bit more excited about this entire thing because I'm really making some good moves here. So I've got, these videos are a lot of editing. Okay, so a video like this, I might cut it 2 or 3 times. Maybe you add a little bit of music in, not too crazy, right? Now, obviously, this is a daily vlog, so that's a little different. These are gonna be online for a really long time, so I don't know if any of you guys know this or not, but probably not, because you don't know very much about me anyways. I actually am self-taught on video editing, so I'm not like an incredibly adept video editor. I can tell you that I know how to do a lot of different things. And so like right now, for instance, if you guys can see back here, there's like a bunch of green down there. That's me just overlaying audio tracks. And then up here, these little things up top, that's actually me putting testimonials and screenshots on my video. Right now, what I'm also doing is on this screen, which you guys obviously can't see as well, sorry about that, is I'm downloading a bunch of B-roll footage from a company called ArtGrid. I use their other company, Artlist, I think, for music. And so what it is you pay one yearly fee. I think it's like $500 for the video one, and you get to download all this B-roll video stock. So pretty cool little thing. And actually right now I'm gonna go ahead and overlay right there so you guys can see I just brought in a video track because I'm gonna be talking in this little clip about cruises. And you might be able to see this. Clients' campaigns fully set up within about 4 or 5 hours. And then they run month after month after month after month. And in fact, we have a client right now that you guys are gonna see during this 4-day training that's in the cruise ship space. And they're a $2,500 a month client. See, there we go. So I got some B-roll in there showing a cruise ship. So now what I've gotta do is I just gotta kind of resize this to where I actually said they're a $2,500 a month client. That's in the cruise ship space. There we go. Boom. And they're a $2,500 a month client. Pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go through basically what I did was, to give any of you guys who are looking for, Travis, how would I go about replicating this kind of, you know, elaborate thing? I'll show you guys at some point like my whole setup, everything that I used for this. I did use 2 cameras. I have a Sony a6500 and I also have a Sony a7 III. I've got a phenomenal lens that I'm using right now, which has some really cool ability to zoom way out so I can get right in your face and you can see a lot of different stuff, which is really great. But I can also bang this sucker in and you guys can come up close and personal. So I've got really great equipment, great audio stuff. I've definitely been building this up over a long period of time. And then, you know, what I'm doing on the editing side, I think though, can be replicated by just about anybody out there. I've had a really tough time finding video editors who can manage to do what I'm doing, and it's not that complicated. It's just that I don't think they understand how to evolve the story, because the whole thing that I'm doing right here is I'm telling a story, and it's got to go through and it's got to be done the right way. And for instance, in between scenes, I have a little B-roll clip, which I'll show you guys a little of here. In between my actual scenes, what I do is I'll basically, I have an outcut, and not every single time do I say, hey, I'm gonna go do this. So sometimes what I do instead is it just says, all right, let's get started, or whatever my transition is gonna be, and I add in a transition. And every single video editor that I've ever worked with, they don't add their own transitions in, so it doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense. This is the one that I've got right here to start things off with, for instance. You can see I'm talking. Let's go ahead and hop right into the good stuff. And then you can see what I'm doing there is I basically have a screen up that says what exactly is an automated marketing agency. And the reason that I have that set up is so that obviously we know, okay, this is what we're gonna be talking about now. And then it goes into my next scene. So you may be asking, okay, Travis, I get it. Automated marketing agency, helping businesses. There we go. So essentially what I want to be able to do is outline those things. And these are very simple. Also, I have access, obviously, to all of my testimonials. So you can see here, this clip has a lot of testimonials in it, which is great. So just adding all this stuff in. So what I did, for those of you guys who want to be able to replicate this on your own, is at first I went through all of my video clips and I lined them up. So now it's actually a full video. And if you look at all this footage here, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom it out. You won't be able to see this, and I know maybe not perfect, but let me just try one thing. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, the color's gonna look a little bit different here, but what I did was I changed my camera settings so that you guys can actually see this and it's not super blurred out, because I think that that probably makes a little bit more sense if I'm gonna talk about stuff on my screen, to be able to actually show you guys what's on my screen. So hopefully this helps out, but you guys can see here, this is a timeline here at the bottom. This is actually a timeline of the entire video. So we'll go ahead and knock that thing out right there. So you can see this is pretty huge and it's a lot of different clips. It's like literally at this point, something like 200 clips per video of individual footage from my second camera, this camera, and then also clipping out all of the, because I didn't use a teleprompter. I didn't the last time I did this and I didn't feel like it did as well, so this time I'm not using a teleprompter and I'm just teaching. And I think that that'll do really well. It'll resonate with people that it's very organic and very natural, but yeah, so I went through and I edited all of this footage together so that now it's a complete storyline. And then what I'm gonna do is I got to rewatch all of it and add things to it. So I've got to add screenshots, I've got to add you know, my interjections in between different scenes. I got to add some music to certain parts because I want there to feel like it's you know, again, I think that helps tell the story. I think if you have some good ambient music that most people don't notice is there, but is actually there to kind of provide some nice balance to it, almost as if you're talking in a lounge, so to speak. That way it's not just the voice all the time, because I don't think I have that great of a voice. Not that I'm self-conscious about it or anything, I don't really care, but at the same point, I want to be able to make it to where this is a good entertainment value, but also has really good education value as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So that's gonna be the course of the next couple of days. I'll probably knock out a couple of videos like this as I do these because they don't take that much time, but I will be probably working from home after I get these videos done because of the whole coronavirus thing. But obviously we're not talking about that kind of stuff. I just wanted to update you guys on what we're doing. So it's about to be lunchtime. I'm gonna edit the crap out of some videos, hopefully get day 2 all the way done, day 1 and day 2 all the way done. I'm gonna be pumping these out to my members. So if you want early access to this, just shoot me a comment. I don't know when you're seeing this, but if you see it live as I'm releasing these videos and you want early access to these videos, I would love your guys' feedback. So I'm gonna be putting together some pages where you can watch this stuff early. So let me know if you're interested. And aside from that, I guess we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.